Hello, Mtasedu. Welcome back to The Reality with Dolphin, and I am your host, Dolphin Mutlala Patlele Mashide. If you are new to this channel and you just tuned in, Mtase, please do not forget to subscribe. Click that subscription button, click the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I do post a video. Your support will be highly appreciated. Please subscribe if or other content. Yeah. With that said, Vandase, if you would like me to be that safe space for you, I know you are going through a lot, but do not hesitate to contact me on these numbers 072 Let me be that safe space for you. Oscar Hlobo ja dichomi di ka so advice ka selo e tla ko sis dolphin o tshwaretse se tlhare sa o kwešišagala. Another day, another story, one story at the time. I'm gonna give my my guest the platform to introduce herself to you guys. Hi, how are you?
I am good, and you?
I'm good. You look
Yes.
beautiful.
Thank
Are you
you.
nervous?
I'm really nervous.
Is it? You look good on camera.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
So I don't know you. I just knew you now, right? Please introduce yourself to my people. Who are you? Where do you come from? What are you doing for a living? And then we'll take it from there.
Okay. My name is Jabulile Mahlango. I was born and grew up in Vosloorus.
Okay.
I'm 36 years of age. Got 2 kids. Grew up with both my parents. My dad is late. My mom is still alive.
Okay.
And I am the founder of Burungwa Mgwezana Marketing,
Okay.
whereby I outsource for different car dealerships, taxi garages, and also insurance companies. I outsource for them.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I'm jack of all trades
Ne-
when it comes to selling cars.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
Okay. We know very, very that the Reality with Dolphin is a venting episode. So why did you decide to come to the Reality with Dolphin?
I came to the Relate to Dolphin to tell my story,
Okay.
to tell my truth,
Okay.
if I can
Yeah,
put it
truth,
like that,
yeah.
because there's always two sides of the story,
Yeah,
but to tell
true.
my truth,
Okay.
yeah, what I'm currently going through, and
Okay, feel free. I'm listening.
okay.
And I won't interject for now. I will interject if I have to, but for now, I'm not going to interject. You're going to tell your story, and then I will ask you questions at the end. Are you okay with that?
Okay, yes, I'm okay.
Then we can start.
Okay, as I said, my name is Jabulile Mahlango. So I'm currently staying in a shelter, in a women's
Is
shelter.
it?
Yes, in a women's shelter.
Okay.
How I got to the shelter, I won't even lie. I have a family, but it's just not working out. And I've tried being the person they want me to be. I've tried reaching out, but it seems I'm just a child, and my family is full of adults. I believe they should be the ones also reaching out, Kilawabon, especially because they're able to help other people. Why can't they help one of their own? So I grew up in Vosloo. My mom is still alive. I've got 3 siblings. My brother stays in Pretoria. He's an accountant. And then my my sister, she's married. And then the last born is, she's in tertiary. Yes, she's very young. So how I got to the shelter, it all started in 2023. I got Tshego in 2023. So I was home. I was working at that time, but I was not permanently employed. I was pushing business as I usually do, get customers for car dealerships. So it so happened that the situation at home is not good. In terms of finances, my mom is okay. But in terms of being a parent and being fair and loving your kids the same way, it doesn't happen with me. I don't know what I did. Maybe one day she'll share her story. Hence, I'm saying this is my side of the story. Yes. So how I left home was that I was pregnant with Tshego. So I have 2 kids. One is 16. The father is very active when it comes to his child since birth. So I do not have a problem. I don't have a problem with my first baby daddy. Then I got pregnant by Tshego. fine. I was at home. My business was doing well. So I decided, because me and my mom always have those moments where we do not get along.
Is it?
So I decided, Uguti, let me just get a place. Then I tried to being on my own. I took my kids, tried enrolling the older one to a good school. I was able to for a couple of months. And then it so happened that when I reach out to my mom, like if I don't call her, she would not call me. But funny enough, when I'm home, every day she's talking to my brother over the phone. She's talking to my younger sister over the phone. Mina, if I'm not there, she will never even call and ask, am I still alive? How am I doing? I left home when Tihu was just 10 days. That's how bad the situation was at home. She's got a tendency of, I don't know, or is it in my head? She doesn't want what's good for me. I think both her kids deserve what's best, but I don't deserve it. If I can get a job and my brother doesn't, she'll ask what's special about me. If I can be better than my sister, my favorite sister, she'll start acting up, As a parent, you must love your kids the same way. So because of the toxicness, the only time I remember home was home and it was nice. It was when my dad was still alive. So when my dad left, he left with the warmness of the home when he passed away. So I decided, let me just move out with my kids. Anyways, I'm grown up. As she reminds me always that at my age, she was already staying in her house. She always says that, man, at your age, I was staying in my place.
Your
I
own
don't want to,
mother.
I don't want to be bothered, It's a 5-bedroom house. Everyone has their room, but for my mom, it's small. You'd find the little one, Tihu now is 2 years old. You'd find the little one playing. She'd be like, if you break that TV, what will your mom pay it with? Don't break my cupboards. Those type of things. But when my younger sister's daughter visits, hey, she doesn't eat this. Please make Kellogg's for her. Tihu is the youngest, but she will never treat him the way. So Minavele, I just decided when I left that, okay, it's toxic. Let me just give her space. Then things didn't go well because jobs end and not always you'll make business. Not always you will get customers. So when things went bad, I just told my kids, I don't know about shelters, but I think we should Google because the rent was due and things were just bad. We even started selling furniture bit by bit for Tiro to get milk, for my son for my kids to have food, like the older one to get food. So we ended up going to a shelter. And then we called a National Women Shelter Movement. We Googled it. When we called them, they asked questions. They said, oh, no, you qualify. Then they got me a shelter. I went to another shelter in Alberton, where when we got there, phones were not allowed. And do you understand that I'm a person of business? I need my phone to be always on because customers might call for a car, a truck, whatever. So they said that we abided by the rules, but I saw that now they're not talking about finding us jobs. They're not talking about getting the young one, someone to take care of him or to crash so that I can stand on my feet. They always describe shelters as places which help people. They are all the same. It is not that. It is not. I'm not going to lie to people and just try to create a good thing. If a shelter should be the last thing as a person you go to, it should be the last resort. It's not a place for people to go. So we went to the shelter, fine. We were having duties whereby you have to do the kitchen, maybe the passage, whatever. And on top of that, it's the kids. Okay, we obviously go to church. Fine, I didn't mind that because I grew.
The mic.
Because I grew up going to church, right? So then it happened that I was like, hi, Mina, I'm the type of person who wants to be always busy. I was like, my life cannot end like this. I cannot be stuck here and not do anything where else I'm being provided nappies. But what is happening to my life? How am I going to create a home for my kids if I'm here, I'm not working? So I just decided for them to discharge me. Then they eventually agreed. They said, okay, no problem, but attend therapy. I was like, okay, let me attend therapy. They were like, okay. And then they asked me, so if we discharge you, where are you going? I said, I have a home. Let me just go home. Then when we got there, I was like, okay, let me go with the social workers. Maybe my mom will understand them better. Maybe they will fix our relationship. So the first time I went with two social workers, when they got there, Mama, we brought your daughter, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We understand that this is the situation and stuff. And then she pretended as if everything was okay and stuff. And then the other social worker said, I can see what is going on. Your mom is not willing to get help. Jabu, she said when she left, you are not the problem. I pray that you get what you are praying for every day. You are such a good person. You are hardworking. But for now, try and force to be home. Don't leave. Don't go to a shelter. Try and fix whatever it is. If it's not fixable, then involve elder people in the family, which I tried. Fine, I went back home. Everything was fine for a couple of months. I was not employed at then. Then my mom would be the one buying food. My mom is not poor. She is far from poor even. And then she would be complaining about, hey, I'm tired. Like, hey, I'm on my own. Everything must be done. It was better when it was only me and my little child. She was referring to the last born. I can't do this anymore. To your own daughter. Like when she buys something, hey, I'm tired. I can't, So I felt like, okay, let me try and get a job. Then I got a job at No Finance. It was in, it's in Augsburg. It's a car dealership. So I worked for No Finance for a period of a month. But I wasn't aware that I'm very highly depressed. So I was forcing sales there. I'd be just, a little like thingy. When it comes to customers, maybe we have a bit of a quarrel. In my mind, or I already say, I'm thinking of resigning. It happens most of the time. You'll find me getting a good job that pays, and I'm really good at it. But one day I'll just wake up and decide to resign for what I don't understand. So I left No Finance. After a month, I remember I got employed in May. I got employed in June. Spent July there because my birthday was on the 26th. I think it was around July. Then I left then. And then leaving No Finance, my side hustle was, I was getting customers, clients, I was getting garages clients. So I had made extra 6,000 rand. I was like, hey, let me just try and push, let me do business cards, let me push my business on the side. I don't need to go work. I'll just stay at home and try push the way I was pushing because being on the office is really frustrating for me. I don't know whether I'm depressed or what. So I did that game, and then I was pushing, and then as I said, business is on and off. When I have money, my mom will tell you, if I've got 20,000, I don't mind taking out 19 and being left with 1,000. She knows it. She knows even if I can get 5,000, I don't mind spending 1,000 on me and 4,000 on her. So and then things didn't go well also after that, because being an entrepreneur is not easy at all. Some clients come, sometimes clients don't come. Sometimes you end up eating money for the business because of that, which is a really bad habit. So then my mom started that again. After she started that again, I took my kids. I remember it was around December this time. I took my kids. I took the older one to his father. Then I took the little one. I was like, we're going to a shelter. Because the shelter I called in, they didn't allow, they take, when it comes to boys, you should be 9 years or younger. And then they don't take older than when you're a teenager or from 10 years. So my son, and I was like to the father, can you please take, he's like, yeah, plus it's December and I'll go with him to Venda. I was like, okay, it's fine. And then I took the little one, we went to the shelter. Same story, no phones. You need to push. It's December. I'm planning for January. I need to go and work. The house mother in that shelter said to me, shelter is not for you, my child. Go and fix things at home and then try, man. Even if she shouts, just lock yourself in the room and stuff. Then I tried that. The house mother was like, I think you should, because you and I can see you want to work. And now it's not happening because of, the reason why they didn't allow phones there is because of it's women that are really, really, really abused. So they're scared that the perpetrator might trace them, or you'll end up sending them maybe
A
the
message.
to your to person who abused you, the address. Maybe you're trying to fix things, not knowing that you're endangering other people. So even if your situation is not really abuse, they're scared for the others, the ones, or for yourself also. So it then ended up going back home again. December, things were fine. I went back home. We stayed December, January, February. I got a job at my auto care where I was outsourcing for them. I worked for my auto care for the longest time. I was making sales. But then suddenly I just resigned at my auto care. And then actually I didn't resign because my auto care, the reason why I left, they hired me where I wanted to work. Like it was a dream come true and move SA. So when I went to move, I was like, hey, the salary is better and stuff. Went to move. When I got to move, everything was fine and stuff, but would be knocking off at 5:30. Then I'd have to walk towards Sasol Garage, Kreberville. It's already dark and stuff, and the energy there at work was not for me. So at Move, I only worked, I think, for a month. Then I resigned. Then when I resigned at Move now, currently, that's when I got this. This is my third shelter. I got the shelter. Okay, in this one, they allow you to have a phone.
Your phone.
They provide a laptop if you need it.
Is it?
But the
Okay.
problem is that because they get a lot of donations. The problem, the food. My son is getting sick. Woolworths would donate food today. They'll sit with the food for I think a week or so. Then they'll give you when it's expired, and they tell you if it's frozen, it's not expired. We literally have diarrhea. You literally get sick. My child Seho is not used to that, and he's a very sensitive child, so he's been sick ever since. So I told myself I can't raise my child in a shelter, and this shelter thing must stop. I'm pushing now. I'm registering people for Bolt. I'm getting people cars if they want to get into the e-hailing services business. That's what I joined. If a person wants a car insurance, I'm there. So I'm trying to push, but nothing is happening at this point. I just want to leave the shelter. I told myself I don't know where I'm going, but this Friday, this month end, I am leaving because my son, or else my son will die. I will lose my child. Of food poisoning can kill. Food poisoning can kill, so he can't So okay, and also I tried reaching out to my mom for the third time. Mama, and even though her sisters tried fixing this whole thing, it's not fixable. She is, I don't know, she hates me. Like she really hates me. I don't know what I've done to her, but she hates me. She hates me in an extent that when I was still a child, after my first job, I'd buy her bowls from Home Choice, the white ones. And trust me, I was still a child. I mean, I think I was 21 when I started working. It was after I finished school, tertiary. She said to me, "Hi, I love the black color. I don't like white." This year, before I left home, before I even went to a shelter, I bought her slippers. She said they're not good for her leg and stuff. You'd buy something, she'd criticize it. She'd go to the hospital. She didn't want to go to a government hospital. I remember she had stroke. So they said the medical aid has been suspended. In order for it to be lifted up, they needed something. I think it was around 8,000 rand. I had to pay that 8,000. Remember that 8,000 is from business. I'm making a sale. I'm not allowed to be paid by that time until the client fully leaves with the car, the taxi in the garage. So now I have to, because I brought a client, I have to sit them here. I'm like, can I at least get an advance? Because I think I made 15,000 that time. Can I get an advance? My mom is in the hospital. Babum Josie ended up sending me 5,000. It's like, Chabu, this is not how I conduct business. I don't care who's dying, but you don't do this. The client hasn't gotten their car. What if they return it? And then when they return it, it's no longer a sale. How are you going to pay that money back, I'm like, no, but I need it. My mom is in the hospital. He was like, I fully understand. He gave me 5,000 rand. I had to raise another 3,000 rand for us to pay the medical aid so that my mom would be, they could attend my mom in the hospital and it could be lifted up and stuff. And then it's not the first time I do it. Second time around, okay, after she came back from the hospital, her machine for washing, got broken. It's she's using it top load. It got broken and it was still under guarantee or warranty. So she called Bosch for them to fix it. They took the machine. She was like, "Yo, no, I can't wash with hands. I need a machine." I made a sale. I sent money to my younger sister for her to buy a washing machine. So I could only afford a twin tab, not a top load. I bought her the machine. Right after she used it for weeks, right after her machine came back from Bosch, she was not using mine anymore. And I'm asking, "But Mama, it's still new." She's like, "Hi, Mina, I can't wash with the twin tab. I'm used to a top loader. My top loader is big. So I don't know what you will do with this machine. Mina, twin tab is not my thing." And we had to sell it at Cash Crusaders. The very same money, I gave it back to her because it was a gift, you know. Never appreciating nothing at all. And when I look at it, sometimes even a friend of mine used to say, "When you love buying your mother's love." And when you don't have anything, she will make it a point that everyone sees, even family, that how useless you are, you know. So yeah, that is my story. I ended up in a shelter. I'm in a shelter as it is now. I want to be out of the shelter. My son is not fine. Even now he's at crutch, but even the weight loss. Tsikho is not a child that loses weight. But now I can see that things are really bad. I need to do something. I'm a parent. I have to figure it out, but I need help.
Okay, if you don't mind, Tane, can you tell me more about your childhood background? I
My
want to
childhood,
understand you, yeah.
my childhood background, I grew up with both my parents, as I said. And then
No, like the things that you were doing, like how were you when you were a child?
when
You
I
know, I
was
just
a
want to.
child, I was very naughty
Okay.
at school. I was really naughty at school, like I was adolescent child, stoter. But I was passing at school. So I would have good grades, but I was very naughty. Smoked cigarettes, bunked school, drank alcohol, but I grew out of it as soon as I got to matric. And I used to also run away from home for no reason. Like I would just run away from home with my friends, get out of the. There was a situation whereby I got out of the window. I was 15, got out of the window, ran away from home because me and my friends were supposed to drink at Sprayview. We got there only for me to be raped as a virgin. We were gang raped, me and my friend Oli. Yes, I'm sorry for mentioning her name, but many Olis, so. And then, me and Oli got raped. And then when we were supposed to report that we can't, we ran away from home, you know. So now when we went back home, now I'm going home with a police van. They think I'm sleeping the other room, in my room, only to find out now I come with the police, blood all over, you know, the thing. It was traumatic, but we moved past it. My dad was shattered, you know. And then, after that, I'd still go and like disappear with Toli. Toli was the oldest when it comes to in our group. So we were 15, 16. She was like, I think she was around 19 at that time. She was older than us. So everything she did, we thought it was right, but it's not entirely her fault. Also, we have to be responsible for our own lives.
Yes.
We'd run away, we'd go to Pietermaritzburg, we'd run away, we'd go to, like in Nje, we almost became street kids in Joburg because there was a time we don't have money for taxi to go home. Now we are in a box, we are sitting. Imagine. So I do understand where my mom comes from, but it was long forgotten because as soon as I got to my matric, I was now an adult. Like I was concentrating at school, had new friends at school who were a good influence. My friend Mpo, Dikeledi, Leraton Kopane, all of them have made it now. So I changed as a child. I had friends that I don't do those things. So even completed my grade 12, went to my matric dance, everything was fine. Yeah, so, you know, then after that,
Okay.
I was with Mpo's father, Ali, he's my high school sweetheart. And then everything was fine.
And your relationship with your mother back then, when you were still a child,
My relationship with my mom when I was still a child, it was still the same.
is it?
We were close there and there. My mom she'd be close with me when she wants an alliance to fight my aunts and my grandmother, her mother-in-law. So if she wants an alliance, she'd be on my side. Yeah, Vele, they don't love you. Vele, nan. She'd be that person when I tell her that my grandmother has been sending me to the shops 10 times. She'd be like, you can't do that to an adult. You can't say there was a time we were going shopping for my matric dance, and then we went to Lakeside Mall. My mom, my two younger sisters. So she said to us, since we are at the mall, we must eat as much as we can spend. Because when we get home, we're not gonna eat. I'm like, why? Your aunt is cooking. My late aunt. Why, Mama? Why? Hey, you can't eat her food. Because of her status. We couldn't eat her food. And because she was taking sniff, yes. So she said this ntsu comes out from her nose and it will fall off into the food. It's disgusting. We can't eat that. Your own aunt, your aunt is like, in our culture, your aunt is your father. So my dad was even hurt about that, but he didn't say anything. He was aware of that, but he didn't say anything. So yeah, that was my childhood. I'd tell her what's going on. Maybe my aunt is ill-treating me. She only cared about keeping her marriage. My mom would be your mother, even as a child, when it benefits her. Hence, I'm saying when she wants to build an alliance, if she's against my mother-in-law, if she's against your aunt, she's against, hey, Vasile, those type of things. She's putting those things into your head as a child. There was a time even my younger sister took my diary. She's in primary. I'm in high school. So I was writing all the things my mom would do, like, don't say this to you must tell your grandmother this and this. I'd have that. And then I usually went to church because I was very active in a Catholic church. So I'd never skip church. So I'd go to church. When I'm at church, my younger sister went to my wardrobe, took out my diary, showed my mom. I think that's when things became worse. I mean, I was still a child. I was in high school. Ntlanhla was I think she was still in primary.
Okay, then you did mention that your father is late and may his soul rest in peace. So I want to ask, how was life before his demise?
I was like, my dad was strict. My dad was very strict. And Naye, he would tell me sometimes that, please do a self-introspection with your life. I don't like it when you do this and this. I don't like these certain type of friends. I don't like when you do this. And then you'd sit, as a child, you do your mistakes, but you'd sit down and have an introspection with your life, You'd have a self-introspection with your life. My dad was a very understanding. He was strict, but he was a parent. He never had favorites. He would not love this one more than this one more than this one.
You know why I'm asking this question? It's disturbing to find a child complaining about their mother, because you're talking about the same mother who carried you for 9 months, gave birth to you. And the only question that you will ask to yourself, Gore, what made this person hate their own child? What could make a mother hate their own child? What will you like to say?
Mina, I think the reason why she's the way she is, maybe because of my aunts. I look so much like my father's. There's a certain aunt of mine she hates with her whole heart, and it's not even a secret that she hates her. And I look and sound exactly like her. I'm sure I even breathe like her. So I think that's the reason why.
But is that enough to hate your own child because of their aunts?
Yeah, Mina, I don't know, because there was a time.
I'm just saying, is that enough reason to hate like your own child?
What could be the reason? Okay, let me give you a scenario, which happened this year. When I cook, she'll say she doesn't. She'd be like, I don't eat mushrooms. But when her sisters come and then there was a braai, she now eats mushrooms. But when I'm the one cooking them, she doesn't eat them. And then there was a time when I cooked. I even called her sister. She knows. There was a time I cooked. She said she doesn't want drumsticks. She wants wings. So I made wings. I was doing chakalak. I think I was doing cream spinach, and I did pap. When I dished out for her, she said, for everyone got a wing. She took the plate and she was throwing it like this. And I was like she threw it like literally like, and I was like, why are you only giving me wings? I said, I cooked wings only. Hey, she was saying that. I cried. I even called my mom. I said, Mamnani, I cooked and then your sister is doing that and I'm leaving now. If it means I have to go to a shelter, I'm tired of this. She's treating me like woman can treat me badly. It's just that Mina, I'm a forgetful person. I do not remember hate. I do not keep hate in my heart in such an extent. With other scenarios, I only remember them as I speak now. Which there was a moment when. So now she when she threw it, I told her sister. She came and then she spoke to her. She's like, you must apologize to the child. I don't remember. She even once said, her sister once said, every time when you do something, I don't remember you apologizing to a child. You can't say sorry, and maybe that's the problem. She did that. She was like, I can't eat this. And then I asked her and I was crying. I was like, and I would cry every time when we have an argument in the kitchen because my younger sister would sleep until 12. And then I'd wake up, try to do the house chores, try to cook. And I'd be the one cooking every day because I understand that her left hand is not working properly. But she would be criticizing my food. And trust me, I can cook. I can cook. Even my grandma was like, yo, your food. But she's the only person that criticizes everything I do. So I once cried, even 42 times. I said to her, why do you hate me so much? And then she'll be looking the other way. I'm like, what have I done to you? Say whatever I've done to you so that we resolve it. Why do you hate me so much? And I'm your child. In such an extent that I went to Tembisa, to one of her cousins, my aunt, and asked her, is she really my mom? Did she really give birth to me? She's like, yeah, she's your mother. She's definitely your mother. How can you ask something like that? I was like, because I do not understand. The way she treats me, I feel like she is not my mom.
And then how is the relationship between you and your siblings? Because you did mention that you have a sibling. I mean, two siblings, right?
3 siblings.
3 siblings. How is the relationship with them?
The firstborn, it's fine. He's just biding his business. He stays in Pretoria. The one after me, my mother's favorite child. Even when she's wrong, and I'm going to say today, whether she comes back in the podcast, she knows the truth. I've been telling her the wrongs she's doing, and she'll tell me, no, Mama has high blood. And I'm like, but I also have chronic illness. Your chronic is better. If Mama, you can't argue with an adult. Mama has high blood. If she gets another stroke. So when if an adult is wrong, you can't call them into order to tell them that I don't like 1, 2, 3 because then she's got high blood pressure. You're not supposed to do that. So that one, I can't even, because she's the type of sibling, when you always reach out to her, she will not call you if you don't call her. She will not, she always calls her mother always. You'll send her a message, my mama's doing something. Sometimes she'll act like she didn't see it. Where else she saw it? No, I was busy with something. I don't know why so much resentment. She is exactly like her mother, and it's not going to change, and I'm not willing to even fix the relationship with her and her mom. Then the last born is my dad's last born. That one, I do not have a problem with her because there are occasions where she also used to fight for me and say, why are you doing this? Why are you treating my sister? Like she'd say it, why are you treating my sister like this? I don't like it when you do this. She'd tell me, don't go. Just ignore her. Stay in your bedroom. Pretend as if you didn't do anything. So the firstborn and the last one, my brother's minding his business. The last one, she's a sweetheart. Like yeah.
Okay, are they aware of your situation, your current situation?
She's aware of my situation.
Currently staying in an orphanage.
The last one cannot do anything about it.
Okay.
My brother, in the other hand, I'm sure he doesn't want to take sides. So I don't know.
I mean, like your situation. Hello, your child is sick. You could die at any time, right? So have you tried to reach out to them, for assistance?
I've never reached out to my brother because I know I'm not gonna get any assistance. My brother, yes. My brother is the kind of person he wants to receive. He can't give.
Oh, okay.
He only takes, but he can't give. He knows it too. That's one of the things where we used to argue with that you are selfish. When you always receive. You don't want to give out.
So no one can assist.
At this point, no one.
You don't have friends.
I have friends, but my friends. I have friends, but my friends are going through the most also.
I mean, like, have you tried to reach out to them?
My friend, this time when I got a shelter, it was my friend that helped me look for a shelter because she doesn't know what to do. She lives in a family home. She cannot accommodate me.
Because even now, like I don't understand how a mother can resent her child. Like I honestly don't understand. Maybe it's because of your childhood background, the way you were naughty. I don't understand, But I do understand that there's many children who are going through the same thing. Like even the recent guest that I had on the podcast was also complaining about the mother. Hence, like it makes it too difficult for me to understand why a mother can, hate her own child. Do you understand? So, what are you trying to achieve from this interview? Do you want to fix the relationship between you and your mother, or you just want you just want people to assist you with donation, you just want people to assist you with a job, only you don't want to fix a relationship with your mother, your own mother?
I mean, now when it comes to my mom, I've made peace with that. She's gonna be, she'll change 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we can go to a family therapist or something,
Mm.
it's not gonna change her. There was a time she insulted me with my illness. And then in such an extent that I even said the worst things to her. I was like, what killed my dad? And I was just hurt. That's what I said. That. And she said, yeah, you're telling people that I killed your father. I was like, no, I never said that. I was asking her what killed my dad. Even if a person says something hurtful to you, your trauma, your rape trauma, I even got raped at 28. This is my second rape. She'd be like, they raped you small. You should have died there, you know? And then now you're trying to defend yourself. You like, I wonder what killed my dad. For you to even have such a heart, I wonder. Then she said, she will turn things. She knows how to twist things. Even her daughter, even then she'll say, yeah, she killed my dad. I said she killed my dad. Whereby I never said, I know she can never kill my father. I know they were best friends. They loved each other. But my father did encounter the problem between me and her. There was a time when I bought her the bowls. My dad would ask her, why can't you say thank you to a child when she's buying you this? Why must it always be that when she gets you something, you are criticizing? Oh, and I love the black color. I'm buying her white. Even with the slippers, I was taking chances when I bought her the slippers. I knew she was not going to accept them. For what, I do not understand. But it's easier for her to accept money for medical aid. It's easier for her to accept money, but if you buy her something, she's not. When she wants a machine, she will accept that. Once she gets what my mom is a person, once she gets what she needs now, you are no longer of value to her. You're no longer of value to her.
So you can't talk to your sisters, you can't talk to your brother, you can't talk to your friends, you can.
Me and my friends, they're going through, like, there's a situation whereby all of you are just trying to figure things out on your own. I can't bother them because now I know they are going through a lot.
Okay, what if you don't get donations? What are you gonna do?
I honestly do not know. What am I going to do? But at least even if they don't give me donations, can they just try and push my brand? Can they just try and get me customers who will register for Bolt? Customers who want cars. If I can get, let's say if a day I can get around 20, surely I'll be able to get a bed, I get a place to stay and figure myself out. It will be out of my hard work.
So, what if your mother watches the podcast, then decides to call you and ask you to come back home? Will you agree?
If she calls me and says I must come back home, I would go back. But it's a very tough
If I'm
one.
being honest, I do understand it's tougher, right? I do understand the situation you are in, right? But still, now we are not focusing on you as an individual. Now we have a child. A
But
child is involved.
she doesn't love my
A
child.
child still. I'm just saying, right? I'm not making choices for you, right? I'm just saying now you are not thinking about yourself only. You have a child to think of, right? So, don't you think it will be a good thing for you to plead with your mother, at least just for some days, just for some days until you figure something out, to plead with your mother to allow you stay with her, just for now until you're settled, even like just for now until maybe something comes up.
I did plead with her. And I reached out to her 2 weeks ago. And then she was like, I don't want noise. I mean, when I was your age, I was there.
Okay, then let's try again. Look into that camera, talk to your mother, ask her to permit you to come back home. Speak with her right now. Because you know why I'm saying this? Not everyone who comes to a podcast get whatever they want, right? There are people who come to the podcast, vent about their problems, and later go home. Nothing changes, right? There is a possibility that people might donate for you. And there is a possibility that people might not donate for you, right? For in case if they don't donate for you, right? Please plead with her to allow you come back home.
And I did call her, but I think the answer will remain the same. And me going there, it's only toxic. It's going to be worse for my kids as well.
Is it worth your child dying?
It's not worth
It's
it.
not worth it. Plead with her, and then God will deal with her.
Okay. And the camera.
Yes.
Mama, we've said some stuff, me and you, ne, which are not good. And I did try reach out to you. I called and I wanted to come back, but it seems you do not want me back at home for what good reason I do not understand. So for the sake of Tshegofatso, can I please come back home?
You saying this to her doesn't necessarily mean you are I mean you are not you are right. I mean you are wrong, right? And also it doesn't necessarily mean she is right. We are doing this for the child. And I'm all about peace. You understand? I'm all about peace. It doesn't matter if you wrong me. It does not matter if you don't even apologize, if you don't take accountability. But we can't shy away from the fact that we are not saints. We are not saints. We are also sinners. So we do sin. Maybe um, something might have happened in the past that hurt her the most. You will never understand, right? Or maybe she's just a mother who hates her child. She didn't want to have you. She didn't want to conceive you. Maybe that might be the reason. Do you understand? But it's none of our business. Now our main focus is you getting out of that shelter. Now our main focus is you getting the help that you need for your child, for yourself. You're well
And don't you
articulated.
think I'm going to make things worse for the fact that I told my story, which she knows is true?
Yeah.
She'll make sure that her and her child, the one she gossips with, make my life a living hell.
If you
She'll be
go
like,
back.
you even took me to, now people from church will see. Now people will be knowing our business. Do you know that it's going to be like that? Me going there, I'm only hurting myself more.
You're only hating yourself
I'm
more.
hurting myself more. I'm hurting Tshegofatso even more.
So you don't want to go ahead.
I do
You don't
not
want to go back.
especially because I've made the podcast and which I had to make the podcast. Even her family, I wish they see that I've been complaining about their sister, they know. But they don't fix anything. Her sisters tried, but they do not fix it. Like, it's not fixable. There was a point her youngest sister said, but at the end of the day, she's my mother's child. So meaning she'll forever take her side even if she's wrong.
Hence I did say, for if only if people don't donate. By the way, guys, I do wish you donate. I do wish you donate for her to just, move out of that place. Apparently, a shelter that's supposed to protect us is the shelter that is actually killing us, and we don't want to see that happening. Her child is currently sick, and she really needs to leave that place. Please donate. And the reason why I was actually encouraging you to plead with your mother is because I'm now thinking of the young one.
The young
You
one.
understand? And now I'm thinking about the duration that you gave us. You said you have to leave on Friday. And the video is probably going to drop between Wednesday and Thursday. But what if you don't get what you need? That's the reason why I encouraged you to plead with your mother, right? Not that I was taking her side. I do understand you. I do get you where you are coming from.
It's
Trust
gonna-
me,
now that-
I
you
do
see this-
understand where you are coming from.
This is gonna make things worse.
It's gonna make
I know.
things
Even her
worse.
daughter will, now they'll be on the phone talking. Yeah, Mama, you see now now people from church must see. Now people from she only cares about her reputation.
Herself, yeah.
Yes. Now people must see. Now even her siblings, if they are very truthful people, they know that I've been crying. There was a time I made a sale. I took out a lot of money for my mom. I even called my uncle. I bought Malume, I bought your sister a washing machine. Guess what? Now her washing machine is back. Now mine is not of value. She even tells you straight she uses a twin tap, a top loader. A twin tap is, And then when I told her that, do you know that I took money out for you to go to the hospital in 123? She said I should have left her to die. She's not grateful. And when I said, okay, can I have my money at least back for me to start my life? Since I really you are not grateful and stuff. She's like, the one who you send it to must be the one paying you. So meaning, I used to send it to my sister's account, her favorite child. So she'd say that. I have proof, even if they can say I'm lying, I have proof. If I can go to the bank, I will highlight the money I was sending. They know it. They know it.
I always say this on my podcast that if even your family, even your family members, even your mother doesn't give you a peaceful life, leave them, right? But in this case, I was actually encouraging you to do the opposite of what I usually do on the podcast, mainly because I was thinking about the young child, right? But now I'm going to give you the platform to actually plead with people, tell them your story. You can say whatever you need to say, and I'll put the video on TikTok. Just tell them what you need to say. I mean, what you have to say about your story, and then maybe they might donate. Just talk to them.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Jabulile Mahlangu. I am. I have a child. We are in a shelter currently, and he's not feeling well. So, guys, even if you don't donate too much, even if you can just money donations for me to at least for now until I push, because I'm a pusher, guys. I know if I can have a month of pushing myself, I will do something. It's just that now I was distracted because my son is not okay. I'm in a shelter. A lot is going on my mind. But even if you can just donate for me to get a guest house, even if it's paid, if you don't even need to donate money for me, you can just pay for me for the whole month, which is furnished, and then I will push sales, and then I can just get Tsecho into a crèche, and then I go and hustle and push my sales. That's all I need. I just need a place to stay with my child peacefully. I don't want to stay in other people's places. I'm not planning to go back home because situation, especially if now since I'm pleading, it will be they'll think I'm embarrassing the family, but only they know they know that I need help. They know it, but the only time they'll say I'm embarrassing them is because of they don't want they portray themselves to people as this loving family with togetherness where else we are not. When it comes to people, will be like, oh, your family, you're so lucky. Come Christmas, you will see all that, but it's not, there's no love there. There's no love there. At some points, I wish sometimes I can just get a job in the UK or Dubai or wherever, just go with my kids and never ever return, So I just need to raise my kids. I'm a pusher. I've been applying in other places for permanent positions, but I will not give up on my business. My business is Burungwa Mgwezwana Marketing. You can Google it. You can check it out. I've been pushing since 2018. It has been registered since 2019 May. I once had an office at Rosebank. COVID came. Things didn't go well. So I know what I'm capable of when it comes to fighting for my life. What I need now is for me and my son just to have peace, even if it's for a month. Then I will push for me and my son to get a proper place, buy furniture, and just move on with our lives. As for my older son, he stays at home with my mom because my son said something. He said to me, no, leave me at home. I can handle mama. I mean, I was raised by her and my grandfather because my dad was this person. If you move out, he'd be like, no, leave Mpho because he's the firstborn. He's the lastborn here. So they literally both raised him well. Even her, she raised she does love my oldest child. She loves him. Maybe it's because of Mpho comes from a good family. I do not know. And then maybe because Tsegofatso's father is not South African, maybe that might be the reason, So we don't know. It might have to do with that. So we do not know.
Okay, there are kids out there who are going through the same obstacle, right? What would you like to say to them
I mean,
who feel unloved by their parents?
the only person that can love you is yourself. That's what I can say. The only person that can love you is yourself. If you have kids, take all of that love and give it to your kids, because there's no point of you loving people that will never do the same. What you give out, you must get back. If your cup is always half, but you're always pouring in other people's cup, you're not doing justice for yourself. The last thing, Mina, I want is to fall out into depression. I get anxieties. Sometimes I can't even breathe in that shelter. And I pray to God. I'm like, oh, God, if I die now, what's going to happen of this little one? I know the older one will be taken care of. His family will be always there. They are together, you know. Sometimes you even wish, I wish I had the second child also with the first baby daddy, because of my first baby daddy is a very caring person, you know. So the second baby daddy, he supports when he wants to. When he doesn't want to, he doesn't support. I don't know. And this is his only child. He's a very educated person, but I don't know what the problem. Sometimes I feel like even it's witchcraft, because by the time me and second baby daddy, we fix things, and I involve maybe my family, we have fixed things, starts all over again. Things just crumble. Sometimes I feel like maybe there are also, I'm not sure, behind whatever is happening, you know. Because a lot of people ask me, you're very smart, you're intelligent, but why
Yes.
are you in this position? Why are you in this situation?
Yes.
Even some girl I have never met face to face on Facebook, she's like, yo, Jabu, you've been pushing since 2019. I thought maybe you'd be posting now a Mercedes. You'd be posting, like, what's going on? Because you are very smart, and I watch you all the time. I'm like, this girl pushes and he doesn't give up. People will be sending me DMs, yo, you push and you don't give up. We like your energy. This other guy said to me, Guzolunga, one day you'll be fine also, because you don't have a spirit of giving up.
What would you like to say to the younger you?
To the younger me, you should have just done nursing or teaching.
Is
You wouldn't be in this situation.
you do
Marketing
think
and sales is
so?
not for the faint-hearted. You should have just did teaching or nursing.
And then what would you like to say to women who treat their kids the same way your mother is treating you right now?
If you have the opportunity to move out from home, move out. If she doesn't love you, it's okay. But trust me, she will need you one day. I mean, I have this feeling that my mom will need me one day.
Yeah.
My mom has a tendency of, when she's sick. I got my son at 8 months. When I was heavily pregnant with Tsirofats, I was lifting my mom up like this because she was coming from the hospital. The clinic kept telling me that you must stop bending because it will hurt the child. But because my mom was not okay, I'd pull her up, take her to the bathroom, help her to bath and stuff. Then I got my child at 8 months. But this is the thank you I'm getting today. Almost lost my child. Got my child at 8 months because of the bending. And then I take care of her. When her children come and you're sitting next to her, she'll say, you're hurting me. You'll be taking care of her, maybe rubbing her feet. And then when she hears the door, it's one of her kids, it'd be like, when you are doing something to her, maybe you're hurting her, you know, she'd start acting up.
So, listen to you right now. Are you telling me that ever since you knew your mom, right? She's the only one who wronged you. You've never done anything to
I've
her.
wronged her.
Okay.
As a child, I've got a tendency of talking back
Okay.
to an adult.
I'm that type of a person who usually ask for forgiveness before I can expect any forgiveness from anyone else, right? And me saying this is because I want you to take accountability first before you can say my mother wronged me, my mother did this to me, my mother done that to you. Do you understand? Because ever since we shot this video, I've never had you taking accountability for anything. Never had you apologizing for anything. It's like my mother did this, my mother did this to me, but I've never had you saying, at least Mina, I did this to her, you know, and for this I apologize, right? And this is what I actually advise. I usually advise my guests to do. Apologize where you're wronged. It's up to them if whether they want to accept that apology or not. But at least apologize before you can expect any apologies from anyone.
Mm.
Whenever apologize or they are not apologizing, it's up to them. But if nna ke nyaka ho ba le a clear conscience, I will apologize where I wronged the other party. I don't know if you get me.
Because I have sent her voice notes when I was 2 weeks ago. When I said, Mama, whatever I've done, even the things I do not know of, I am really sorry. I'd like to come back home. Tshegofatso is not fine. She read the message. She kept quiet.
But since you are exposing her now on a public platform, don't you think you should do the same thing?
I think I
on
should.
the same public platform?
I think I should
Yes,
apologize.
apologize.
Mama, I'm really sorry. And it comes from my heart. As I said before, I am not a perfect child. And I have never been. Nami, I've been rebellious. Nami, I've made it my share of mistakes, a lot of them. Some things I don't even blame you. And also, I must teach myself not to talk back to an adult when she shouts and stuff, even if I know that I'm not wrong, but she's still my mother. Yes. And also, forgive me if for that thing, for accusing me and saying what killed my dad. I know you can never do that. You will never kill my family, my father. You guys were best friends. Mina, I just want us to have peace, be mother and daughter. I want to have a clear relationship with you. The way you have a relationship with the firstborn and the thirdborn, I would like the same energy as well to you as my parent.
That's it. That's how we do things.
And I needed to really to apologize.
Before I expose the other party, I start by taking accountability for my own mistakes. We are not perfect. I am not perfect. And you are also not perfect. So that's why it was very important for you to apologize. Do you understand? Yes, we're not perfect. I'm not going to come here and say, oh, no, man, you did right by saying whatever that you said, you know? But we are doing this for you. We are also doing this for your child. The advice that I can give to you, Kohore, if you can't fix things with your mother, right? Better fix things with your siblings. You know why? Because one day you're going to need them. As much as we say, no, man, remove all toxic people, in your life, cut them off. I usually say that, cut them off, but at least communicate with one of them.
I once even told my my sibling that if I do not call you, don't call me. When I don't send a message, you don't do it. Why is it like that? No, I'm busy, but you'll find you're talking to her, you send her a message. Now she's communicating with my mom over the phone and she hasn't responded to yours. So meaning vele kiamutena or something. And when it comes to my brother, I don't actually have a problem with him because my brother is just living his life. I think I feel like he's also getting away from family. His life is way better now since he's far away from family. My brother is he's putting his distance away from family and trying to figure out life on his own alone, which I'm really proud of that because since he put family out of his life, things are going well for him.
Do you pray?
I do pray every
Do you
day,
believe
but
in
I've
prayer?
stopped praying recently. I do not know why.
You know, sometimes if you do believe in God, pray, ask Him to reveal your enemies to you. If you do believe in consulting traditional healers, please do so. If you do believe in consulting even pastors or churches, please go somewhere. You know why I'm saying this? You've got a bright future. You're very intelligent. You're better, like you are even more articulated than I am. Do you understand? You've got a bright future ahead of you, but it seems like something is definitely blocking your blessings. Do you understand? So consider doing that. That's my own advice, though. You're not forced to do that, but please consider doing that because life is spiritual. Not everyone is happy when people succeed in life. And by now, le wena o boletse gore nka bo le kgole kudu ka life, but you are nowhere. Hence ke reng, maybe get a spiritual attacks we don't know. Please pray about it or maybe consult if you do consult, right? So yeah, man, that's it. Anything that you would like to say?
I'd just like you guys to support me. If you are a You want to get into the e-hailing business. You want to register your account on Bolt, only new accounts. You want to get a car, the deposit is 7.5, but you don't pay it to me, you go directly to the dealership. You must carry your driver's license with PDP, your Huru fingerprints, which are not older than 90 days, and then your ID or your passport. We help you. My broker fee is 450 when I book an appointment for you to the garage. I do not take the 7.5. You pay it there because you have to do your evaluation, your driver test and everything. I also sell trucks, guys. Please support me. If you want a car, you're struggling to sell your car, I also help because I help if you know your car is yours and it's in good condition, it's not a stolen. I do not sell or buy get customers for stolen goods. If it's your car, it's under your name and you need it sold, it will take time, but I do help out with that. Then I put my markup on top. Yeah, please help me. Yo, please, I will also bring back. I wanted to open a call center, but things are not working out. I think I need to, as you said, work on my spiritual side and see what is really going. Sometimes I feel like these things are spiritual. It takes, especially between me and my mom, because I also I try and figure out, okay, she's getting along with these ones, but why can't she give?
Exactly.
And she's my mother and I love her and she knows that. She's my mom, I love her. If she wants to do this, she knows I'm the first one to jump. It's not like I'm buying her love. My friends used to say, when are you buy your mother's love? It's not that. And I'd tell my friend, she is my mom. And my friend would be like, but the day you do not have all those things to give to her, show me, that's when you'll see how she'll treat you. And she's been doing that. And then I'm not totally an angel. Nam, I've said some stuff to her, which are very hurtful. As a parent, Vele, you will not tolerate. And our black parents want the best for us. I think at the age of 36, you cannot be home. Maybe she wants me to be married, having my house somewhere and stuff.
But unfortunately, you can't control that.
I should also work on that. Marriage is the last thing on my mind. Yes. Having a boyfriend is the last thing on my mind. Please don't ask me out. I just want to fix my future. I just want to build a very secure future for my kids. I just want to leave this world, leaving my kids with a home. Relationships are the last thing on my mind. I don't need them at this point. I need to fix me at this point.
Drop your numbers.
My number is 061 717 1032. Jabulile Mahlangu. On Facebook, I am Jabulile Lerato Mahlangu. And then on my other Facebook account, I forgot the other one, but the one I use actively, but you just follow back. You just follow, it's Jabulile Lerato Mahlangu. Yes, this other one I just recently opened for business. The other one I forgot about. It's Caesar J. or something. It's Caesar J. somewhere there.
Okay, you did mention that your father is late, right? What would you like to say to him right now?
I'd like to say thank you, Dad, for everything. There's nothing wrong you did. You made sure we got everything. You took me to the... And also, I think that's part of the problem. My mom used to mention to my sisters that you're the only ones that went to the location where else your dad was taking your sister to Graceland, to multiracial schools. I think maybe that's also the reason. You took me to a good school. You made sure that everything is fine. You loved us equally because everyone got everything equally. My sisters just chose to go to the location. I chose to go to Graceland,
Okay. No, it makes sense.
Yes, so thank you so much. You're a friend. You are strict. But you knew how to reason. My dad would tell me, Babu, you are not always right. Do a self-introspection with your life. I don't like 1, 2, 3. I don't want to die tomorrow. You are not anything, My dad would say that.
Wow.
So he was a strict father. Everyone that knows my father, Tina, when it comes to my siblings, you will not find any of my siblings on the streets. It was school, homeworks, whatever. If you want to watch, put DSTV, put Wi-Fi in the house. What is there in the streets that you don't get inside the house? So it would be those kids that school and whatever. I was the rebellious one. I was the one when it comes to my siblings who had many friends, 20 friends. I remember my brother making a joke. He's like, yo, you've got 50 something thousand friends. I was the one that grew up having. But when it comes to my sisters and my brothers, they've always been introverts. Maybe that's why my mom understands them better.
Yeah.
They were like, at home, grounded, nothing outside. You'd never find them
Hence, it
having
was very
friends.
important for you to take accountability for
So when they
your
were just,
actions.
I'm the odd
Yes.
one out. I was the rebellious
Yeah.
one, the black sheep, maybe of the
Mm,
family, probably.
mm.
Mm.
Okay, thank you so much for coming, and I just hope and pray they assist you. I just pray that they assist you, especially for the young child. Eh?
Mm.
Yeah, I just pray they assist you. So please, guys, if you would like to donate, you already know the drill. We do support here. Please do reach out to her, and if you don't want to assist her, at least think for the child. Now let's prioritize the child. Let's not focus on the story. Let's focus on the child. The child is currently sick because of the same orphanage that is supposed to protect. Because a Harriet orphanage is for protection. What would you like to say to these orphanages? Because wow,
To be honest, I went to three of the shelters, ne? And every time I get into each shelter, they'll be asking me, "Have you been to another shelter?" I'll be no, because they'll start not putting you in, or either say, "Yeah, people that have been to other shelters will start criticizing this one." So I'd keep quiet and say, "Okay, let me just, maybe this one is a better one." You get there, if it's no phones, even the food. Okay, the first one, the food was okay. It was purely fresh food and everything. The problem was cell phones and them not wanting you to go out or even get a job. The second one was okay. Also, it was the cell phone. The food was okay. It was the same setup, and also the treatment towards mothers. They're already abused. They don't need you to be telling them how useless they are, or you are the boss. Do you know who I am? One of the directors of the shelter will be telling the mothers, "Do you know who I am? Yeah, you're here because of I let you here." You know, those type of things. And the person is already abused. That's secondary abuse for a person that has been, a lot of them are abused by husbands and stuff. They're trying to get their way in. And then the third shelter, yeah, the one, they'll be having good donations. Okay, I got a laptop because they could see that I want to leave. I think they get money through us. They've got a board whereby they'll say, Jabulile has this situation. Then they don't use it towards you. You end up not getting the clothes that they bring. You end up eating food that if people are truthful, and when you start complaining, they say you must be grateful. And then I was telling this girl, why are we eating food like this? Because we are human beings, we're not dustbins. She'd be like, yeah, you are not allowed to complain. You must be grateful. Grateful for my health. I must be thankful for my health. My child must be sick and I must be thankful and grateful.
Which
So
brings me to this question.
they must do better.
Okay. Which brings me to this question. Do you think people who open this organization do it for a financial gain, or they do it because they care about the people?
They do it for money.
They do it for
All
money.
of them, different strategies, but same mindsets. Different strategies. So I will die for the truth. Okay, I must open an organization against these shelters because I think the freed people must be the ones opening a shelter. It's all about money to them. They'll be preaching, no, we are not, we only get donations. We are not funded by the government. There was only one shelter I heard about that was funded by the government, which was the best for everyone, was Kyle. I think it closed down. That one should be the one opening Kyle Temp. They said that one was the best. People would go to school. People would get their degrees there. Mothers would go to work. There's a crash inside. Everything was there. I wanted to get that one when I heard about it, but it's closed because the government couldn't fund them anymore for what I do not understand. That was the only shelter I think in this whole South Africa that is good. Ikayale Temba, they spoke about it. I've never been there, but when you hear the reviews and the stories, mothers are happy about that. That was the only shelter.
Would you encourage anyone to go to a shelter?
Unless it's Ikayale Temba, then no. Unless it's the one they were talking about, if you must also open, then no. The shelter should be the last resort. Try find your families. Even if you go to KZN or Limpopo or whatever, try and find your family members. It's unfortunate. If I can go to my grandmother, she'll still take me to my mom, who will be emotionally abusing me, which I can't do that. Family will not be able to keep you. because of you've got a home. There's your father's house. You've got a home. You must, you go there, even if the situation is not good, as long as they are happy in their places. I just hope this video doesn't, my grandmother doesn't see this, but she's not on TikTok because of, she's got a heart condition. She's the only person that wanted to keep peace. But unfortunately, they're not listening to her. They're not listening to her. She's the last person I want this to, I think if she had power, I wouldn't be in the situation. So now she's old. There's nothing she can also do. She's the only person I think cares about me in this world. If it's not my kids, it's my grandmother only. And I can't go stay with my grandmother because my other cousins are staying there, and there's always family time and nitpicks and family quarrels. They'll be telling me, why are you here? Because you've got your home. Go and figure things out with your mom, knowing the situation that she's a hard person to figure things out with.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a task, Neb, before you leave, Neb. Go back where you stay, do self-introspection, be honest with yourself, right? And afterwards, the decision that you take, itabele how only one, right? Please just do that. Just sit down, meditate, and do self-introspection. Pray about it, pray about everything, even before the video drops. Hopefully something might come up. You will never know. Hopefully.
Because I've been praying about it.
You've been praying about it. Okay, at least.
Even
maybe.
before I come to this podcast, I was like, God, if I'm doing the right thing, can it be the right thing? Because I do want to go home, but I do not have space home in my mother's. I know that for a fact. If she comes, she brings me, she'll be doing it for people. And after that, behind closed doors, I'll be the one suffering. And at this point, when the video drops, I'll be the one embarrassing them. People were not supposed to. But I'm glad it's going to go out because even the priests from my church in a Roman Catholic will see what's going on. Probably someone at church will intervene.
Yeah, it's probably
someone at church will intervene.
Someone has to intervene because at the end of the day, this is a family matter. Someone must intervene, right? And the reason why I was saying that disclaimer, the reason why I was advocating for peace between you and your mother is because of the child who's currently sick. That was the only reason why I was advocating for this peace thing, right? Please, let's get blame. Let's get direct under the comment section.
A lot of people know the situations. I think, guys, and a person cannot just wake up and decide to go to a shelter. If you can see where I come from, it's a big house, right? But people would be asking you, why are you doing this? Where else you have a home? You do not know, people. I think even people that come from smaller places and stuff, they are more happier. Now I remember my mom didn't want us to eat her food because she was HIV positive and stuff because I remember my aunt was staying in a squatter camp, but it was so nice. When the schools were closing, I'd go there, eat food. You'd enjoy it there because there was peace. It was warm. You'd never even think, I'd not even like being home. I'd go to Auntie Basie's house. And if families can just fix their differences, I would like one day for my mom, my mother's side of the family and my father's side of the family to just talk and resolve things because Mina, I have got nothing against my aunts. I do not know where it started and why is there this, and I do not even want to dispute on anything. Because some things, and then you end up fighting as a family only to find out that person, that particular person, because the person is trying to break families apart. Now you find as a parent, you tell your kids, baso. They portray themselves like you start believing it because of of those things. If black families can come together also, because now I can't. If black families were together, I could easily go to my aunt now. I could easily go to my other cousins. Our other cousins, we don't get along because of our parents and stuff, which anyway between the rivalries between adults in our families and stuff.
Okay, no, I understand. Anyway, Bandase, please do donate for her. The podcast was her last resort. So please do donate for her and call her and check up on her because we do all need that support, right? With that said, Pandasa, if you would like me to be that safe space for you, do not hesitate to contact me on this number 072-711-7917. Let me be that safe space for you. And thank you again for coming. I just hope they do donate. I pray and hope they do donate for you and the young one.
Even if it's not money donations, even if they can pay for a place, or there's a place where next to a crèche where I can, and then I will just pick myself up. I will make sure I work twice as hard for me to get my life back on track.
Okay. You had that right. This is me signing out from the Reality with Dolphin. Bye.